In rectangular form, we know how to multiply and divide. Taking the polar form, let's see how we can divide or multiply given two or more complex numbers in polar form. Complex number in polar form is given as r into bracket cos of theta plus I sine of theta. Let's call this our first complex number. Let's say z1, r1, theta 1. Let's take our second complex number. Let's call it z2. Z2 is also equal to r2 cos theta 2 plus I sine theta 2. To find the product of z1 and z2 in a polar coordinate, we simply multiply the radius, which is r1 times r2, then cos of the sum of the angles, so cos into bracket theta 1 plus theta 2. I sine into bracket theta 1 plus theta 2. You have to multiply the two given radius and then you add the two given angles. That is for multiplication. And for division, z1 divided by z2 becomes r1 over r2 into bracket cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 plus I sine of theta 1 minus theta 2. This is how to multiply a complex number in polar form and to divide a complex number in polar form. Let's take an example. Taking an example, z1 1 minus I, which is in singular form, z2 to be equal to root of 3 plus I. The first thing we need to do here is we first have to convert this to a polar form. The radius of z1 becomes root of 1 squared plus 1 squared, which is root of 2. And the angle theta is also tan inverse of 1, which is 45 degrees. But because it lies in the fourth quadrant, converting gives 315 degrees. In polar form is root of 2 cos of 315 plus I sine of 315. Taking the second one, z2, we have our radius to be root of 3 squared plus 1 squared root of 10. Taking the second one, we have z2 to be equal to root of, we know that this is root 3, so we're going to have root 3 squared plus 1 of 4, which is 2, and our angle theta equals tan inverse of 1 on root 3, that is 30 degrees. Because it lies in the first quadrant, it remains. So this in polar form is also 2. In polar form is 2 multiplying cos of 30 plus I sine of 30 degrees. We have z1 to be root 2 cos 315 plus I sine 315. We have z2 to be 2 cos 30 plus I sine 30. Now let's find z1 times z2. So the product of these two becomes, we multiply their radius cos the sum of their angles, which is theta 1 plus theta 2 plus I sine into bracket the sum of their angles, theta 1 plus theta 2. This becomes z1 times z2 equal 1 to the root of 2 times our r2 to be 2. Cos of 315 plus 30 plus I sine into bracket 315 plus 30. It gives z1 z2 equals 2 root 2 into bracket cos of 345 plus I sine of 345. To find z1 over z2, we divide the radius r1 divided by r2 cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 plus I sine of theta 1 minus theta 2. This gives 2 to bracket cos of 315 minus 30 plus I sine of 315 minus 30. z1 on z2 becomes root of 2 over 2 into bracket cos of 285 plus I sine of 285. Thank you for watching.